hesitation when I come forward. I won't let you go. When she telling me to come forward, come for me. That's what she telling me to come forward. No hesitation when I come forward. I won't let her go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's telling me to come forward, come for me. See, I don't know why finally now I just spoke my mind. I know it's long since we spoke sometime, but this thing no play, I go change your mind. Just give me some time, really, please. Cause I don't have no time to waste. No more back and forth, just like Aaliyah. That's all I wanna do right now. Grab it up. Say you know me gonna grab it up. Body to body, make a bend up on that reeling. Bad man, turn you over like a steering. Well, when me gonna grab it up? Say you know me gonna grab it up. Body to body, make a bend up on that reeling. Bad man, turn you over like a steering. But she's telling me to come forward, come for me. That's what she's telling me to come for me. No hesitation when I come forward. I won't let you go. When she's telling me to come forward, come for me. That's what she's telling me to come forward. No hesitation when I come forward. I won't let her go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's telling me to come forward, come for me.
Just killed it.
You made the decision to play Thiago. Klopp doesn't change the system since Luvac left. You don't want to change from the 4-3. Boom, 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 boom. What's going on, people? We're back again on the Jerry James Show for another match preview, game week 3, away at St. James's Park, formerly known as the Sports Direct Arena. Liverpool or Newcastle versus Liverpool. Mad talking points for this game, man. Mad talking points. We're talking Endo in midfield. We're talking who's at the back, who's starting up front, and most crucially, people, and probably like people are anticipating, us as fans, rival fans, all anticipating Salah's last game, Salah's last outing for LFC, rumored to be, edging ever closer to a move to Al Ittihad. Dubai medical booked after this game. Crazy settings, people. Crazy settings. And I'm happy that you guys are here joining us for the preview. As we always say, we're en route to 200 million subscribers, people, and we're only a couple off. So please make sure that we are subscribing. Make sure we are liking the video also. And obviously, if we're new to the channel, subscribe and then obviously click that notification bell, because then you'll know when we're going to be live. And I'm going to have to get back to you OGs as well, because we're going to have like a plan and a routine from next week. Like, you're going to know every single, you're going to know when we're live, no matter what. And it's going to be amazing. But guys, more importantly, we're off 2K subscribers. I believe 78 subscribers or 88 subscribers. Someone check for me, but I believe so. Guys, please, if we can get to 2K, if we got to 2K yesterday, you guys would have had your watch-alongs, bro. Watch-alongs. But listen, we're going to get into it. Need to get to the man them in the building. We got Mac LFC straight off the bat saying, no way are they getting Mo for 100 mil. Double that, then we can talk. Listen, we're going to chat, bro. We got Psychedelic. Big up to Psychedelic saying, big up, JJ. It's time for us to face the facts. Mo's gone Saudi. Money talks. Money talks. Dirty cash, I want you. Dirty cash, I need you. Oh, Listen. Money talks, bro. We've got Ravi in the building saying, big up. We need a big win today. Shout out to Honesty. Big up, JJ. My small island of Curacao just won back-to-back the International Little League Baseball Series. Now we go for the world title plus LFC for the win today. I hope so, bro. Congratulations for Curacao. Obviously achieving. That's a massive feat, especially the size of Curacao. Mad small. I really want to go to Curacao. So, Honesty, I'm going to have to hit you up, bro. I'm going to have to hit you up. Alexander Delos. Big up to Alexander Delos. Trudon saying Salah'S swan song. Listen. We got Anfield Road End in the building as well. We got Endsman in the building as well. I really want to know what Endsman's thinking about this, because Endsman probably telling us it's fake news until it isn't. So I really want to know what's going on. We got Gary Richards in the building as well. Shout out to Captain Sal. Big up to BC as well. Big up to BC. We got Stefan. Truth Seeker saying Salah leaving, then we're gonna have to wait and see. But is it? Let me know. It's a question. Salah's last game for LFC? I don't know, man. I don't know. But look, massive game. Liverpool have actually won the last 4 outings against Newcastle. Do you know what I mean? By a 2-goal margin, averaging a 2-goal margin ahead of them. We're actually very, very good at St. James's Park, although it's a difficult game. We all remember last year's last-minute winner by Carvalho to kind of edge us over that game. I remember a couple of years ago, who was it? Was it Jetro Williams? No. Who was the left back? Jetro Williams? I think it's Jetro Williams scored a screamer with his left foot in that game. Scream with his left foot. Shift in, out, bang. Roofed in the net. So they're a team that can definitely trouble us. And I know a lot of us are panicking looking at this Newcastle side. Look, they're going from strength to strength year on year. They've signed players, the likes of Tonali, Joe Linton, making massive improvements. Bruno Guimaraes, I mean, the Liverpool, a player that Liverpool have been linked with for such a long time. Massive, of course. I mean, talent in that squad. Harvey Barnes, Anthony Gordon, that Evertonian that we don't really rate. But somehow Eddie Howe's managed to get a tune out of them, and they're in the Champions League this season. So that's going to be a massive question for them. But we're rightfully, obviously, very, very worried, especially considering their performance earlier in obviously a couple games ago. Yes, they lost to a Man City side, but only by a 1-goal margin, and showed that they can actually stay quite resilient, because we know with Man City, once they score 1, they can keep going. So it's actually crazy. Jesus, my glasses, man, apologies. But we're going to get into it, man. And we're 4 minutes away, and people, we're 4 minutes away from the actual lineup, for the lineup dropping. So without further ado, I'm going to just jump at you and show you my predicted lineup before we get into it, people. There we go. Share him. Hopefully you guys can see that, people. Yes, you can. So, guys, this is the team that I've gone with for the game against Newcastle. As you're seeing here, LFC versus Newcastle at the top. I've started with Alisson in goal. I believe, obviously, Klopp's not going to... That's just a banker, no-brainer for any team in the world at the moment. He's an absolutely outstanding keeper. If we compare to how Ramsdale and Onana performed yesterday, the less said, the better. Alisson stays in goal. I've gone Trent at right back on his day. No better right back from a creative standpoint. Vital to how we're going to play anyway, I believe, if he's going to come inverted, which is going to be really interesting to see if he does that, or does he stay with a more kind of traditional fullback role. I've gone with Matip to partner Virgil van Dijk. Look, now the massive talking point now, or one of the massive talking points were, is it Matip or is it Gomez going to go and play? Because as we know, Konate, is a doubt for this game. Picked up a muscle strain as revealed by Klopp in his press conference. We have no other real centre-backs. Kwanzaa's a potential, a potential kind of not starter, but an option. We know Klopp's not looking to that, looking to actually loan him out, as reports state. So I've gone for Matip. I think Matip is actually the better partner for Virgil van Dijk. I think he complements Virgil van Dijk a bit better. I think Gomez, ever since the injury, hasn't looked great, and is actually probably better as a kind of out-and-out defensive right back. So me personally, I'm going with Matip at the back alongside Virgil van Dijk, and at left back, it is going to be Robertson. Great performance the last time out. Tsimikas, for me, just isn't up to the level, if I'm being honest. great ability really going forward, you know, comfortable on the ball and everything. But in defensive transition and from a defensive standpoint, does, do you know what I mean, leave wanting sometimes. So I'm definitely going to go with that back line. As we're seeing people, this is a massive, massive talking point. The midfield three. Who are the midfield three going to be? As we know, Curtis Jones is ruled out and will be available from Monday with a little slight knock. Thiago as well, still not available after suffering that injury in the back end of last season. Available from Monday as well, according to Jurgen Klopp in his press conference, by Cetic also. So as we're seeing here, our real options only were either Elliott to go and come in, McConnell maybe, who obviously we're looking to stand out on loan. So me personally, I think it's a no-brainer. We brought in Endo. We know how Klopp's spoken about Endo. He is our only currently standing or left standing DM. We still haven't signed a DM. Bids for Doucouré apparently rejected. Gravenberch, not really happened. You know, Amrabat has just gone quiet again. I don't think we're going to go in for them. I think Endo's the man. I think Endo will be the guy, our new number 3. So hashtag let Endo and let Endo land. Let me hashtag let Endo land. That's going to be the hashtag. In the midfield, McAllister, who was actually able to go and play after his suspension, was revoked from that shocking red card that was given by the PGML, the referees, overturned. I mean, look, I don't even want to get into that. Embarrassing decision. But as we're seeing here, McAllister, I'm playing him further forward. And this is going to be really, really interesting because we haven't seen McAllister play in the more advanced role in the Premier League as of yet. So it's going to be really interesting to see how we can link up on that left-hand side with Robertson. And of course, our left-sided winger, who we're going to get onto. On the right, man of the match for a lot of people in our last game, Szoboszlai. Really showing his running ability, his ability to carry the ball, his powerful strides, his shots from distance, which ultimately created the goal for Jota. Great performance from him. And yeah, I want to see how much better could he be having a kind of more license to get forward. And of course, he's going to have to go and cover that right-hand side channel with Trent. And we know our right-sided winger, well, our current right-sided winger that we don't know if he's going to be at the end of the window. But yeah, it'll be great to go and see how he fits in that more advanced role. As a forward line, I've gone with Salah at right wing. Now, and we're going to get, I'm going to speak about this in a moment. Salah on the right wing, massive news suggesting that, look, it might be his last game for Liverpool. Although Klopp has come out in his press conference and saying Salah is not for sale, I do not believe that. Reason being is that every player has their price. Every player has their price, and furthermore, I just can't trust that German at the moment. So, I mean, anything he says right now, I take with a pinch of salt. Anything the club does, I take with a pinch of salt. So, look, we just don't know what's going to happen. But lo and behold, Salah at right wing. I've gone with Diaz at left wing as well. Scored a fantastic equaliser against Bournemouth in our last game. Great little overhead scissor kick, whatever you want to call it. Really starting to come into his own and starting to understand the role a bit better. And I think he's our most kind of unpredictable winger at the moment. I think he's a banker to start. And I've gone up front with Gakpo up front. Now, the reason I've gone with Gakpo up front, people, is although he was playing in a midfield position as of recent and hasn't had his best kind of performances. A lot of calls for, Jota to potentially start because he's been getting goals. Nunes to potentially start as well, on fire in pre-season and just can't seem to get a look in right now under the manager. Why that is, I don't know, but he's honestly on hashtag basement settings. He's in the basement. He's struggling to get out. That number 9 shirt is looking very vacant. We're forgetting how it looks. We're used to seeing a number 9 starting for Liverpool. Last season, we saw that diminish with Bobby's injury. Now, number 9's fine, but he can't seem to get a game. Rumours of him going to Chelsea. It's all crazy at the moment. But for me, because of the link-up, because of how I saw him play in pre-season, I'd love to go and see Gakpo up front. I really want to know what you guys have got to say. But guess what, people? I've been rambling on. The team sheets must be out, and I'm going to actually share them with you right now and see how close I am to the lineups. Oh, no. So here we go. All right. Wow. Is this what we're saying? Cool. I've just seen the lineup. I'm not looking at the chat at all because you guys have probably dropped it to me already. But here we go. Let me get this out of the way. It's not live shortly. Subscribe to the channel, people. There we go. So as we can see, let me remove that banner as well. Guys, make sure we are liking the video, please. It does help the channel grow. Massive, massive appreciation to everyone that's liking. Everyone that's liked so far. Like. As we're seeing, people, this is the lineup for the game against Newcastle in about an hour, 57 minutes time. Alisson in goal, Trent Alexander-Arnold at right back, Matip and Van Dijk at centre back with Robertson at left back. So yes, people, 100% record on that position. In midfield, we're seeing Endo, McAllister and Szoboszlai. And yes, 100%, got that lineup spot on. And guess what? We've actually had a full house for the first time, I believe, in terms of my lineups. Diaz, Salah and Gakpo up front. And obviously subs bench including Kelleher, Gomez, Darwin Núñez, Harvey Elliott, Diogo Jota, Tsimikas, Bajcetic, who actually makes the bench, people. Massive turn events. Bajcetic is actually fit with Doak and Kwanzaa able to go and make the bench. Crazy. Yeah, 100% lineup. I really want to know what you guys have got to say as well. We're going to look at why. And let me remove this as well. We're going to actually have a look at why I believe we're going to go and play in this way and how I believe the tactics are actually going to go and work. But yeah, need to go and see what you guys are saying, man. Trudon saying, "Oi, that Dirty Cash song is a tune." 100%, man. McClovin is saying, "Let Grealish cook." We got ops coming in the building right now, but clearly we must be more important because whilst your team's playing football, you're chatting to us about Grealish. And I love it. So shout out McLovin, man. Big up to Fresco TV. Big up. We got Captain Sal saying, "Nah, Salah ain't leaving this year. I reckon it's next year." Fairs. I hear you. We got Alexander Delos saying, "We don't have the capacity. If our main striker leaves, we don't have the capacity. All right. We got Gary Richards saying, "One is interested to see the team street sheet." You've just seen it, bro. So let me know, Gary Richards. How you feeling, bro? How you feeling about that? We got Endsman saying, "In caps, bro, the manager said he's not for sale. So who should I believe? The manager or the media in Saudi? Who do you believe? If he's leaving, then I don't play him today." Guess what? Do you know why I do? Because this is why I think he might do. Because even if Salah was to get injured, right, unless it's like a tragic like ACL injury, which is very, very unlikely, Saudi would still sign him because they want him to be the face of the league. Him just being in the league, being in those Al Ittihad colours, being able to go and use his face, and they've done it with a lot of players, like with Ronaldo, the image rights, the branding rights, that's more important for them than actually Salah performing on the pitch. Like, let's just be honest. That's just a bonus. But we'll have to wait and see, man. We have to wait and see. Klopp did say he's not leaving. So, you know what I mean? Honestly saying we won against them twice last season with a worse midfield. We are their bogey team. We haven't lost since 2015. Exactly. Honestly, big up. We got Stephen Trueseeker saying, "If Salah goes for 100 M's, you know FSG are taking their piss." Listen, if he goes for 100 M's, good for you, Salah, man. Good for you, man. To hear Kareshi saying, "If Salah goes, good for him." Facts. That's what I'm saying. Liverpool show no ambition under FSG. Do you know what it is? That's what it is for me, man. That's what it is. If this guy is of a level, you know, we grilled Kane, right? We've grilled Harry Kane for not moving, for Spurs being rubbish, for not showing any ambition. Yes, he's going to live with like being with Liverpool. But let's be honest, people talking about his move to Saudi being like a kind of retirement move or a retirement package for him. Don't get it twisted. If he stays at Liverpool right now, it's looking like a retirement package. You're playing in the Europa League. Right, you're in the twilight years of your career, playing in the Europa League. Don't look like you're going to win a league yet again. Having to go through another rebuild, and we don't know if that rebuild is going to be successful. Like, you must be looking around and thinking, "Hey, like FSG, Klopp, you man lied to me. And sorry, for 350k a day, which is being rumored that Salah's being offered, you'd be silly not to go and take that money. And if he didn't take his money, and I've already said it in my group chat, said it to, other Liverpool fans as well. He deserves to be disowned from his family, disowned from his community. 350k a day to kick football twice a week. Come on, man. We got Alexander Delos saying, "Matip is coming from the cold." He'll open, he can be steady. That's one thing about Matip, you know, that I'll give him credit. Matip can come in, not playing the game, and still play really, really, really well because he doesn't. Matip he relies on being good with the ball. He hasn't got amazing pace, amazing strength. He's decent in the air, but I think look, we'll be happy, man. I'll be happy to go see that. We got Angel 1968 saying I would want 140 plus for Salah. If Caicedo is worth 115 M's, if Salah has said he wants to leave, do you pick him? Depends, innit? Like, there's PR as well. I think one thing that Klopp said, and I actually do agree with, is that Salah is, in fact, committed to Liverpool. He is. He's committed to Liverpool. There's certain players that are just committed no matter what. Harry Kane proved that he was committed. Every time he was rumoured with an exit from Spurs, still managed to turn it around and perform to the highest level. And every single year, there seems to be murmurs in the past 3 seasons, and he's still been able to go and turn up. Obviously, this season, he's ended up going to Bayern Munich, but still seemed really, really committed. So, look, we'll have to wait and see. We got Trudon saying, Endo, my DM. Tahir Qureshi saying, end the games. We got to Will Dead in the building as well. Alexander Delos saying, where is Darwin, JJ? Darwin is on the bench. Trudon saying that's the exact lineup. 100%, man. Yeah, big up to Will Dead saying, all welcome. Get your thoughts in. Hit the likes. Facts, guys. Make sure we are getting the likes in. Trudon saying, Drifty wanted Nunes to start. LMAO, he's not the guy. You know what? I get why you'd want Nunes to start, man. I mean, look, you had a decent preseason. There was a lot of talk about that. From a link-up perspective, I just don't think it works at the moment, and I don't know how he fits this Liverpool team, if I'm being honest, at the moment. Let's go and have a look, man. Endman saying, that was such a politician answer. I love it. Facts, man. Facts. You know I'm running for president next year, man. Endman saying, JJ, come join me on the watch-along. Listen, I said, yeah, I would join a watch-along, but do you know what I've said? After doing the watch-along on Coppish, I said, I'm never doing a watch-along ever again until this channel gets to 2K. Once it gets to 2K, I'm running watch-alongs all the time, hopping on people's watch-alongs, running a watch-along whilst I hop in someone else's watch-along from my phone and watch-along from here. So, guys, if you want to do the watch-along, got to get us to 2K. We're about 80 likes or 80 subs away from... Like, come on. That's easy, man. Big up to K-Mac as well, saying, last game for Salah, I'm betting on a hat-trick. For my FPL, we might as well, man. Endsman saying, oh, okay, get this man to 2K. This is what I'm saying. If you want me on a watch-along, listen, me on a watch-along, I'm scared to go on a watch-along. Because me personally, I feel like I'm going to be so dramatic. I'll probably get cancelled, clipped up. I'm shook. So that's why I've never done a watch-along on the channel. If you want me to do a watch-along, I've always said from the beginning, 2K. So there we go, man. See, this is what I'm saying. Edman saying, I want to see his emotions on stream. Nah, man. It's got to be off. Samuel OG, big up to Samuel OG saying, this is why I get into FSG so much. I understand Klopp has made a lot of mistakes, but my goodness, FSG have taken us for most. I hear that, bro. Samuel, I fully hear it, man. I fully hear it. It's one of those ones where it's like 2 peas in a pod, innit? It's like you're mad at your mum, but you're mad at your dad at the same time. But they work together, innit? You're mad at your mum for different things. You're mad at your dad for different things. They're not doing the same thing to piss you off, but you're mad at both of them. And that's how I feel right now with Klopp. That's how I feel right now with FSG. We're being taken for mugs on both of them. He's got if Salah now goes, he's lied to us, said to us he's not leaving. He's lied to us before, on straight to our faces. He's getting mad at, do you know what I mean, little 10-year-old kids asking for their shirts to be signed, saying, hold it fucking still, and shouting at man. He's, do you know what I mean, shouting at the fans for going and singing his name in the stadium. Like, there's so many things I'm annoyed about him anyway. On top of the mistakes that he's making, yeah, it's moving mad at the moment, man. Jerry saying, old top suits you. Don't like the V-neck myself. What, the round neck? What? Oh, you prefer the round neck to the V-neck? I haven't got a V-neck. This is a round neck. Like, chat to me, all day. What's going on? Psychedelic saying, we need the W again. Alexander, let's say, show the Newcastle lineup. Facts, you know what? Why haven't I done that? That's what we're going to do 100% right now, people. Guys, make sure we are smashing the like. Please. Much appreciated. What's Newcastle saying? I'm really, you know what? That's going to be really interesting to go and see what lineup they're going to come with. 100%. Let's go, man. All right, cool. All right. Interesting, man. Cool. getting the lineup out right now. People, just bear with me, guys. Make sure we are smashing the like. But there's that 60 of us in the building. I expect 60 likes straight off the bat. Because you guys, 60 of you are the OGs. So guys, just please like, man. And if not, Will Dead, honestly, get onto man if they're not liking, man. You know the people that are not liking. You know. So yeah, this is the lineup for Newcastle, people. It's obviously Nick Pope in goal, Kieran Trippier at right back, Cher and Botman at centre back. So obviously they were able to go and keep that up. Cher, a massive player, has actually made the most starts under Eddie Howe. Do you know what I mean? I realised. So mad, really important. Obviously centre back for them. Botman and Dan Burn at left back. Bruno Guimaraes, Tonali and Joe Linton make up the midfield three, with Bruno Guimaraes obviously being the deeper of the three. Almiron, Gordon and Alexander Isak up front. So they've gone for a lot of dynamism and pace up front with a strong midfield. I believe they're going to look to counter us 100%. On the bench, they have obviously Martin Dubravka, Lascelles, Wilson. That's going to be a problem off the bench. Matt Target, Harvey Barnes, which is another problem. Livramento, Murphy, Anderson, and Longstaff making up that bench. That bench, very strong. You know, if we're being honest, that bench is probably stronger than Liverpool's. With the likes of Wilson that we know can guarantee to get us goals. Harvey Barnes as well seems to be on form. Livramento, that a lot of us as Liverpool fans wanted as right back replacement, or not replacement, but right back kind of cover or competition for Trent at one period of time. And obviously Longstaff and Anderson as well, just a decent little midfield pair. So we will have to go and wait and see what Newcastle can do, man. But it's going to be a very interesting game, man. Very interesting game. Need to see what you guys are saying. Big up to Victor Jomo in the building. Victor Jomo saying Diaz will cook Trippier. We hope so, man. We hope so. We got Red Scout TV saying big up JJ, big up to yourself. MP saying tossed Endo right into the deep end. Endo, man. Endo got tossed into the deep end. Endo discussion. Facts. Samuel OG saying ends. I'm just starting back on Twitter now, so I'm just featuring in a couple of shows for now, but steady in the process. Yeah, man. We need to start seeing Samuel, man. We need to start seeing Samuel. And Samuel saying big up JJ and ends, one of the few people to inspire me to me. 100%. You know what? Yeah, Samuel, shout me on Twitter. We'll get you on the show next time, man. Get the oil in the machine. Do you know what I mean? Get you up and running. Give you that MOT, that service. Do you know what I mean? Not like Klopp's dead full focus for no service. A nice BM. We know you're the BM with your takes. Just service you up a bit, and that way we'll just, do you know what I mean? Get you running, man. 100%. We've got here. Shout out to what your name. Obviously, your name's not popping up in English. I apologize, bro. Thank you for everything, Salah. I mean, boy. Yeah, mad. What are we saying here? Big up to K-Mac. K-Mac saying 100% stronger bench. I take Longstaff right now. He's not getting game time. That's mad, you know. That's mad. We got Ali MC Music. Big up to Ali saying Nunes, Jota, Elliot, Dope on bench. We be grand. 2-0. Szoboszlai first goal. Keep up the good work. Yeah, we'll see, man. Hopefully, if Szoboszlai can keep up, it's going to be a problem, man. I need to see him building his performance, though. I can't have one performance where he's great, another performance where he's terrible. We don't really know what he's trying to do. He's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it can't be that, man. It can't be that at all. Big up to Justin Ulysses saying, Joao Felix to replace Salah. Boy, Justin, we just get him, bro. We just get him, man. 100%. 100%, man. We got... big up to Red Scout. Red Scout saying, look, I think on the Salah thing, I feel if Salah wanted to go and they get good offer, he's gone. Klopp don't keep players if they want out, and FSG will sell as they get a big profit for a 31-year-old. 100%. I mean, look, it's a weird one, isn't it? A lot of our issues stem from the fact that the FSG system or the FSG model isn't working currently. It's not fine-tuned. We've got rid of Michael Edwards, Billy Hogan, Mike Gordon still in the background, but aren't able to go and do the same work that obviously Michael Edwards and Julian Ward were able to go and do, overseeing everything with Klopp just focusing on the on-pitch matters. Now Klopp's got a bigger role and we've kind of changed our structure a bit. We're not seeing the same results, but we want Liverpool to still move in a way that is part of that kind of new kind of regime or the new technique. For being honest, the old FSG would have sold Salah by now. Like the Michael Edwards of this world would have been like, yeah, Salah, you're gone. I mean, this player, you're gone. You're 31 now. We need to get someone new in. They're going to be a bit more ruthless. So what do we want, people, as a fan base? What do we want? Do we want to go down this route or down that route? I don't know, man. I don't know. Big up to Pooligan saying, is Salah gone? Listen, boy, there's a lot of rumors, but we'll have to go and see, man. Klopp literally just said a few minutes ago that Salah is not for sale. Is Klopp lying, Jerry? But this is what I'm saying, Jamrock. Is I know Klopp's telling us this. He said this in the press conference. He said it a moment ago. Salah is not for sale. Is he not for sale at 200 M's? The club would have to go and look at this. Is 200 M's more vital for Liverpool, or is it the plus of Salah being in the team and us potentially getting top 4 or potentially winning the league? And how likely are we to win the league? How likely are we to go and get into the top 4? That's what I think is going to be analysed, because you cannot turn away 200 M's for a 31-year-old. You have to balance. You have to actually look at it logically. Like I hear the standpoint. People are going to be like, "Oh, but Salah improves our chances of getting in the top 4, 100%." But then by how much? That's what they're going to have to go and look at. I actually advise everyone to go and have a look at Tifo Football on the obviously Athletic channel on YouTube, and have a look at their argument for why Kane should have actually left and why Spurs were actually right to go and sell Kane. Because the argument for a lot of Spurs, a lot of people, was that Spurs needed Kane to finish in the top 4. But the top 4 doesn't even guarantee you 200 M's, though. It doesn't. We're not receiving 200 M's from the Champions League. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. Klopp would have to give the ball the go-ahead. Maybe so, bro. Maybe so, man. Maybe so. Alexander saying, look, why do we have to put up with focusing on FSG pockets ourselves? Facts, man. Facts. Boy. Red Scout saying he's not for sale, but if an offer comes in and Salah wants, he'll be out. This is what I believe, man. Wildead saying, Jerry, take a breath. You're hyperventilating, bro. Have a coffee. If I have a coffee more, I'd be hyperventilating more, bro. That's the thing. I'd be hyperventilating more. I'm just more like stressed out if I'm anything. Like I'm just like, what the hell is going on, bro? What the hell is going on? Jamrock saying the smart thing to do is offer him a 1-year contract extension, create a bidding war for next year as 2 teams want him. What teams want him? Because if I'm correct, the Saudi Pro League are the ones that actually do the deal for the players. It's very similar to the MLS. And if that's so, it's not actually the teams making, the teams won't bid for the same player. So the Saudi Pro League will actually delegate what team is able to get which player. So they actually do it quite tactically. So interesting, man. PSG, I just don't see that, man. Saudi, they won't be able to compete with the Saudi money. They won't be able to carry the Saudi money. But I hear that, Jamrock. I hear that 100%, man. Cool. What we're going to do now, before we go and head off, is I want to go and talk about how we're actually going to set up using the formation. Obviously, the formation that obviously I predicted, but it's actually the formation that Klopp's going to go with, right? So as we are seeing here, let me just make sure you guys can see this. Amazing. Obviously, we're starting up with a 4-3-3. Now, there's 2 ways I see Liverpool progressing in this game. With a 4-3-3, and if it's a standard 4-3-3, it's the usual. These guys bomb forward. He drops in. They come narrow. They come into these positions. You get Robertson and Trent in these positions like that. And we kind of attack this way. And we've always attacked this way, if we're being honest. Do you know what I mean? Under Klopp, this is what we've been used to. Salah making his out-in runs here into these situations. Gakpo dropping deep and allowing Salah to target there. Salah'S still able to go out wide. And we kind of can attack there where he drops in deep, feeds Salah'S, gets crosses into the box, and Salah and Diaz getting obviously come really narrow. That's something that could potentially work as well now that we've actually got a solid DM. Interestingly enough, though, I don't know, like, are we really going to ever revert back to this? I'm not too sure. That's one way we could go and set up. I think Klopp's going to go and do what we've done for a large proportion of the season, people. Is we're going to get Diaz, let's put Salah out there, Gakpo up here. It's going to be something like this. I think it will be something like this at times. And the reason being is because if we see Salah'S positioning in the last game, and we looked at obviously the in our tactics board where we looked at Salah'S role and what position he was picking up, very much on that right-hand side, that inside channel. Salah was still obviously keeping the width alongside with Diaz, and they were making runs out to in as well. Gakpo was obviously able to drop in these situations like that. But Robertson, even though he was like a left centre back, was more something like this, where he was dropping in but getting really, really high, almost playing like a wing back. And it's at times we played with two centre backs, and played with like a box with two centre backs. We actually had obviously McAllister and Trent, obviously in this position as well. I think with McAllister getting forward now, it's going to be something like this. I really think it's going to be something like this, where these guys will be rotating. These guys will be rotating at times. Salah will be coming inside. It might be Trent that goes here. Szoboszlai might come here, and also obviously go and create overloads in certain positions. I think on the ball, it's going to be a massive benefit. Reason being is because we've now got obviously a DM, and I'm really excited to see what Endo can obviously bring to our side from a defensive standpoint, and from an offensive standpoint in terms of do we have a basis to get forward. I'm looking at obviously McAllister and Szoboszlai as well, and I really want to go and see them in more advanced positions and see how they can link up alongside a Gakpo to go and create chances and create repetitive chances and kind of press and keep the ball in the final third. I don't want us to be giving the ball away the way we did against Bournemouth in that first 15, 20 minutes, and the way we did against Chelsea for the large majority of the game. We need to be able to go and dictate the game and dictate players and take the sting out of the game against Newcastle, who I believe, if we're setting up like this or we're in a position like this, they are definitely, through the likes of Almiron, Trippier, and Anthony Gordon here, and Isak, of course, that likes to drift out onto this side as well, going to be coming and attacking down his right-hand side. And if it's caught out position, and Szoboszlai is high up as well, and at times he will be, this space just in front of Matip will be left vacant. And we know the likes of, Joe Linton on that side, linking up with, obviously, Dan Burn, who's not really going to get forward, but he gives the basis for an Anthony Gordon to get forward, for an Isak to drift over to that side, Joe Linton making third runs into the box, and Tonali making third runs into the box as well. And remember, his kind of debut goal for Newcastle came from a third-man run with Anthony Gordon getting the ball into the box. And we don't want to see Matip getting pulled out here, because our worst nightmare would be something like this, where we're really caught high up the pitch because we're trying to attack. And I know we've got a DM, but it's something like that, where Endo doesn't know whether to go that way and leave the gap here, stay in the middle here, which he kind of just leaves a man running outside, or stay closer to Verge. Trent's unable to get back, and so is Robertson, because he's really, really high, linking up with Diaz. Ball comes into the box, and we're looking at on headers, and knowing that Callum Wilson can go and come in, it's going to be really, really interesting. Alternatively, what we could actually go and see, people, as well, is maybe Endo dropping in as a centre-back and allowing something like this to occur at times. And maybe at times seeing something like this would actually aid us, because it means that we've now got a player that's actually defensively resolute, looking to go and, cover space. He's aware, well, from what our understanding is of him, we haven't seen him play properly, but he is a defensive-minded player. He's going to be able to go and fill in the space. Very, very good in the air, aerially, for his size. I think this is something we could probably see, and it means that the gaps are much, much shorter. And maybe this is how we're going to go and build up. And it's another way to get Trent further forward, get Robbo further forward, as well as seeing McAllister and Szoboszlai in these positions. Of course, Szoboszlai and Trent could easily be rotating in this position, so it could be something like that. I don't want anyone saying, nah, Szoboszlai, you can't be out wide. I'm just saying at times they will be rotating, because Trent's going to want to go and kind of overload and come inside and make Gordon question his position and say, do I stay out wide and cheat, or do I follow Trent in the midfield? And the problem you've got now is if you follow Trent in the midfield, you've left that space open for Matip to get the ball. And if Trent's here, as an example, right? What's going on here? Endo, what am I doing? Oh, but for Trent to obviously get the ball here, as an example, and fire balls in, and if he comes inside and Anthony Gordon comes in, Matip can play straight passes into Salah, who can go and stretch the pitch and allow Szoboszlai to make third man runs from here. It's going to be really, really interesting to go and obviously see that, man. Really, really interesting to go and see that. Let me remove that and see what you guys are saying now. Justin Ulysses saying, boom, boom. That's why the DM role is important, mate. You have a weak DM, then your defense and goalie are overworked easily. That is why I'm concerned with a 30-year-old DM as a DM. Look, I'm not concerned with a 30-year-old as a DM at all. If he's able to go and play the role and able to go and perform to the highest level, I don't care. We've had Milner. We bought Milner as a 30-year-old. No one complained about Milner. Milner was a box-to-box. So it just depends on how he's able to go and obviously play. Let's go and have a look as well. MP saying, I'm afraid that's going to happen if one of our free kicks and corners. I hear that, man. Honestly saying, JJ, watch LFC replace Salah with Bowen and Bakayoko. I wouldn't be surprised, man. Jamrock saying, Al Nassr and Al Hilal both want Salah, Jerry. Oh, okay, interesting. I don't know how it works. I assumed it was the same as the MLS, from what my understanding. Philip Build was saying, just maybe there's an agreement for Salah to go to the Saudi League at the end of the season, unless that is an offer that is impossible to refuse. Maybe so, man. Biz Wajid, big up to Biz Wajid saying, Salah stays or goes, it does not matter. Liverpool will not finish in top 4 because our defense is wide open like a cheap hookah. This is my point, though, isn't it? How does Salah really change Liverpool's position like that? That's what I'm trying to argue. Big up to Jamrock. Jamrock saying there are 2 repeats that or 2 teams that actually want him. Okay, interesting. As I said, I thought it was similar to the MLS model where the league actually signs the players as opposed to the teams. Big up to Yusuf Taylor as well. Big up to yourself saying we ain't ambitious at all. I like the lineup. We just got to go with the flow. As the team goes, all I can do is support. We'll find that soon. 100%, man. 100%. Like I said, let Endo land. That's the hashtag for today, man. You know, I'm actually going to put it in the chat, man. Hold on. Let Endo land. Cool. Let Endo land. That's what we're going to go and do, man. Trudon saying Mane, Ronaldo, Salah front 3 for Al Ittihad. Jeez, 100%, man. Yeah, who else are we going to say? Bizrajit saying, whoever signed Melo, that is a sackable offence. 100%, man. Please be polite. This is a Liverpool channel. We love our club. Hopefully everyone's being polite, man. I think everyone's being polite, man. 100%. 100%, man. I trust that man, them. I trust that man, them. Cool. Hashtag let Endo land. But look, people, this is what we're going to do now. We've seen the team. We've seen the lineup. I am now going to go and give you my score predictions, my score predictions for the game. Guys, let me know, please, guys. Anyone in the chat, let me know your score predictions. So please, who do you think is going to score? And I need a first scorer as well. What I'm actually going to start doing, people, is once we actually hit the 2K, I'm actually going to have to start doing giveaways. 100%, man. 100%. And I'm actually going to go and see how many correct scores can you guys go and do. I'm actually going to record it. I'm going to try actually kind of go and do something like that. So what I'm going to go with, and please, in the comments, in the chat, if you're watching on the replay, let us know. Score predictions and first score for Liverpool. Or first score of the game. I'm going to go with a 3-1 Liverpool win. Mad for me, innit? Mad for me. I don't know what I'm doing, but look, a 3-1 Liverpool win, and I believe Diaz is going to get the first goal. I think Diaz has been outstanding. I think Diaz is getting in the right positions and he can cause a bit of magic. And with his pace in behind right now and Salah being more of a creator than being a goal scorer and taking up that kind of Mane role, that's what I'm going for, 100%. We got here, I need to see what the Mandem is saying. Stephen True Seeker saying, if Nunes comes on, I bet he misses an easy chance. We're going to have to wait and see, man. Jude Jellingham, big up to Jude, saying Endo won't even need to learn English. He can communicate with Klopp in German. Yeah, Andy actually understands English, bro. Andy understands English. So we got Angel Naxi here saying, I'm worried. I think we lose 3-1, unfortunately. Worried about Endo and Matip. See me, let Endo land. Let Endo land. Shout out to Psychedelic. That's exactly what I'm on. We got Phil Bidwell saying 2-2. Alexander De Los saying 2-2 as well. We've got Ensman, who's actually moving like a top red, you know, a maddest top red. We're going to have to get Ends on the show, man, because he's too top reddish. We're going to have to, on this channel, we don't deal with top reds properly, man. Rationale always comes first. But Ensman saying 4-1 Liverpool, Matt 10 first goal. It'll be good to go and see, man. I want to see a good performance from Matt 10, especially that he's playing further forward. Let's see what he can do, man. We've got Jude Jellingham saying 0-0 score. Psychedelic saying 3-2 to Liverpool. 0-0. Mark that on your calendar. I'm going to do that, bro. I'm going to do that. Steven saying Salah does score goals. Sagdelic saying Salah needs to do something. We're going to see. Honesty saying 3-1 Liverpool, Diaz, Salah, and Szoboszlai. Today will be a Szoboszlai masterclass. We'll have to wait and see, bro. But I agree. Diaz to score as well. First goal. Claire Dean. Big up to Claire Dean saying, me too, Jerry. 3-1 to the Reds. Salah, Diaz, and Jota off the bench. Okay. So you think Salah's getting the first goal? Interesting. Interesting. We've got MP saying, Ends is saying 4-1. The disrespect to Newcastle. Trust. We've got Brew Rider. Shout out to Brew Rider, man. Hope you're doing well. Saying 3-1 Newcastle. I just don't trust our defense. We've got Jerson as well saying we have the Shaolin Master in midfield. We fear nobody. That's what I'm trying to hear, man. That's what I'm trying to hear. Ellen laughing myself. Top red, why not? That's what I'm going to do, man. It's not top red TV, you know, like that. We've got Captain Sar saying 4-2 Liverpool. Szoboszlai scores first. Sakadet saying Dom to score the first goal. Big up to Davin Heath as well, or Davin Heath saying easy win for Paul 3-1. Justin Ulysses saying Will Dead Wolf. Hold on, that's not for me. That's you guys' conversation. Boom 43 saying best DM in the world won't fix the system issue where one ball over the top or down the channel opens up the defense. That's what I'm really interested to go and see as well, people. Is that one ball over the top going to be our demise? And if it is, this is going to go down on Klopp 100%, man, 100%. But Prince 11 is here saying we shall silence the doubters. We've got 3-1 Newcastle for Anfield Road End. The scores are crazy, man. They're all over the place, just the way Liverpool are, man. Just the way Liverpool are. But look, people, that's been the preview show. Massive thank you for everyone tuning in. Guys, please make sure if you're just heading out now or you're watching this, just a bit delayed, just smash the like if you haven't already, man. It's so easy. Just hit that little button. And if you can, and if you're new to the channel and you're watching and you haven't tried to comment and you're trying to engage in the conversation, subscribe on the video as well, man. Subscribe on the video and hit that notification bell, everyone, to go and keep updated of when we're about to drop any news. And you know, if the news is going to be crazy, we're going to be back and we're going to be first to bring you that mad breaking news. On top of that as well, you guys want to stay up to date with the tactics board. The tactics board is crazy. And listen, the tactics board is just going to get better and better every year. I also want to go and make it out and clear, people, for everyone that's here. The channel has actually been nominated for an award, people. It's been for the Football Content Awards, been nominated for Best New Content Creator. I've been obviously doing this for a year. So massive appreciation if you guys could head over to the Football Content Creators Award and actually just type in the Jerry James Show as your vote. That would mean the world to me. That mean the world. Obviously, I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to take over. I mean, I'm moving like Todd Bowley at the moment. I'm trying to take over, do a madness, and we are going to obviously go and do that. As we said, en route to 200,000 subscribers. We've actually a couple of subscribers off 2K as well. So once we get to the 2K, we're going to have the watch-alongs. And the watch-alongs, you guys are going to just go mad because I can be a lunatic when I'm doing it, man. But there we go. Shout out to Samuel in the building as well. Yeah, man. Shaq, saying great show. Let's hope we cook them. Man. And in the words of Liverpool, obviously, you will never walk alone, of course. But look, it's been the Jerry James Show, and we're out, people.